Week one is the illusion of time. It was January 2006. The night was cold, but inside the ER, it was buzzing with white fluorescent lights. Too bright for the hour, too sharp for what I was being asked to decide. I was 28 years old, still young enough to believe life stretched wide ahead of me, still naive enough to think that hard choices came later, after more experience, after more gray hair. And yet, there I stood, minutes away from deciding the fate of my father. My father was a writer, a philosopher. He lived inside words, ideas, and thoughts. His mind was his identity. If he could not use it, if he could not be it, he had always said that he would not want to live. And now, after a massive stroke, his mind was on the line. The first doctor told me bluntly, nothing can be done. Prepare yourself. Then another doctor arrived, almost like a character dropped into a script by chance, and he told me of an experimental procedure. Still risky, still unproven. They could target the clot directly, with precision, but it could kill him instantly. Imagine being asked to decide in minutes, gamble on death or gamble on life. The room felt frozen, yet I could hear the clock hammering each second into me. I chose time. And by choosing time, I chose 5 months. From that night until June 1st, 2006, my father lived. Different, changed, slower, but alive. And those months became the most valuable currency I will ever hold. We sat at the table and drank tea. We told stories. We learned to say things that mattered without delay, because delay was now poison. Every moment was thick like honey, because we knew it might be the last. And in those 5 months, my father became more of a teacher than he had ever been. Not because of the lessons that he planned to give me, but because of the way he lived his final days, with clarity, with acceptance, and with a gentleness that only arrives when illusions have been stripped away. You know, I once thought that abundance was wealth, success, years. He showed me abundance can also be measured in minutes. On June 1st, 2006, he died. And the illusion that time was renewable died with him. So this is the point that I like to call in our storyline the reflection or the mirror. You have lived in this illusion too. We all have. We say, I'll call her later, I'll start next week, I'll get serious after the summer. We file our dreams under someday, as if someday were a date that will appear on a calendar. But time isn't a bank account that fills every Friday. It's a fuse. It burns quietly, whether you watch it or not. And the cruel trick of time is that you never know how long your fuse is. For some, it stretches decades. For others, it's shorter than anyone can imagine. That realization can terrify you, or it can liberate you. When you stop pretending that time is infinite, you stop treating life like a rehearsal. You stop waiting for the right conditions. And you stop apologizing to yourself for wanting more. You start living as if delay were poison, because it is. Love and the bank. That night in the ER, before I had the acronym that I was already living out, what I now call love, which is leadership through stewardship. That was not commanding, not controlling, but caring for my father, my family, for what he would have wanted. The opportunity through creativity was choosing an untested procedure, daring to believe that there might be another path. A vision that unites was not letting fear divide me, but keeping truth at the center. I wanted him alive. Empowerment, which would lead to enrichment, was owning this choice and allowing it to deepen, not diminish our family. So, love to me is not a slogan, it's a way to approach decisions when stakes are high. And out of love comes something that I call the bank of time and trust. You already have an account in this bank. Every day, you either make deposits or you make withdrawals. A kept promise is a deposit. A delayed dream is a withdrawal. A decisive act is interest earned. And the debt of procrastination, that is the heaviest debt of all. I know this bank exists because I have lived it myself. You remember Brett the Bellow, who once handed me money for 10 copies of a book that did not yet exist? That was a deposit into my moral account. Every year that passed, that deposit sat there, glowing, asking, will you honor this? And this book itself is me paying back that debt with interest. So, what's our practical reflection of this week? This is your mirror. Think of something right now that you've been delaying, a conversation, a dream, an act of courage, or simply a phone call. Why haven't you done it? Because you thought you had time? Because you thought that tomorrow would arrive, loyal and patient? But what if tomorrow doesn't come? The truth is not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you. So here's your kill move. And I want you to do this in 48 hours. This is your first exercise, your first kill move. Step one. I want you to write down one thing that you've been delaying, something that really matters. Step two. Put a deadline on it within 48 hours. Not soon, not later, a real hour and a real date. Step three, I want you to complete it. Do not negotiate with yourself. And then step four, I want you to mark it, deposit in your bank of time and trust. And when you do, you will feel something subtle but powerful. Confidence compounding. The same way money earns interest, so does trust in yourself. At the end of each week or chapter in this book, I will leave you with a single line, a single light, this time from the Zoroastrian wisdom, the faith of my ancestors, not to preach, not to bind, but to remind. And for week one, let it be this: good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Let the end of illusions be the beginning of action.